Now to a cold case solved, and a California father now convicted of murdering multiple of his own children, just babies, when they died.
We do want to warn you, some of the details in this case are disturbing. With what led to the break in the case, your reporter covering Yolo County, Ashley Sharp, joins us in studio with more. Ashley.
Well, today in Yolo County Court, more than 20 years after his crimes, Paul Perez was found guilty of murdering his own babies. The mother of the 5 children, Yolanda Perez, testified against her former husband, taking a plea on lesser charges, saying each of the deceased babies were repeatedly abused by Perez before they died. Now, 3 of the children's remains have never been found, but today, thanks to DNA, there's justice. It's a shocking crime. A father convicted in the killing spree of his own infant children. 5 Perez babies are believed to have been younger than 6 months old when they died, from 1992 to 2001. This is Paul Allen Perez entering Yolo County Court in 2025. He was first arrested for the murders in 2020. The arrest came 13 years after a gruesome discovery in a woodland waterway all the way back in 2007. When the body of his child, Nico Lee Perez, was found weighed down in a sealed container in the Conway Slough. As investigators uncovered in 2020, Perez had 4 other deceased children and accused him of murdering all 5.
And I think that if he did do it, he needs to burn. This is a sickening story. And to think that a relative of mine would be accused of such a thing, I don't think any of us would want to be standing here.
Jurors Tuesday found Perez guilty of 1 count of first-degree murder, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 1 count of assault on a child resulting in death. Yolo County District Attorney Jeff Reisig said today in a statement on Perez's conviction, these crimes involved pure evil. The defendant should die in prison. May the souls of his murdered children rest in peace. So how did investigators crack the cold case?
Most parents in California don't realize that the state actually stores a sample of DNA from every baby born here.
It all comes down to DNA. CBS Investigates California reporter Julie Watts has for more than a decade been reporting on California's storage of blood samples of every child born in the state. Parents don't consent to it before it happens, so it is controversial. But in this case, the blood samples from these babies, stored at a biobank in Richmond, played a key role in making sure Perez did not get away with murder. Such a terrible story. The DA described Perez as a transient when he committed those crimes and said the killings happened throughout Central and Northern California. He now faces life in prison without the possibility of parole, and he's set to be sentenced in Yolo County Court exactly 3 months from today.